Rallies were organized across the country to protest the desecration of the Holy Quran in Sweden as the nation observed Yom Quran, or the Quran's Sanctity Day. Earlier this week, a joint session of the parliament had passed a resolution urging Sweden to take appropriate steps against the perpetrators involved, while the government had designated today as Yom Quran to express outrage over the incident. Earlier today, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif had also asked the nation to record their protests. Meanwhile, protests have been taking place in the country during the past week, including by political parties, lawyers, and the Christian community. Protesters said that the desecration of the Holy Quran in Sweden had hurt the sentiments of Muslims across the world. They also called on the government to summon the Swedish envoy to record Pakistan's strong protest. In a tweet today, the PM said the nation stands united when it comes to Holy Quran, noting that not only Pakistanis but the entire Muslim world was concerned with the vile act. PTI leader Hamad Azhar said that an IMF team had visited his party's chief Imran Khan at his residence in Lahore today, where the two sides discussed a recent staff-level pact agreed between Pakistan and the IMF for the disbursement of $3 billion under a standby arrangement. Azhar's confirmation of the meeting between the PTI leadership and the IMF team came after the lender said earlier today that it was in the process of meeting major political parties in Pakistan to seek assurances of their support for key objective of the New Deal. Sharing further details of today's exchange, the former federal minister said that IMF resident representative for Pakistan, Esther Perez Ruiz, visited Zaman Park for the meeting, while IMF mission chief for Pakistan, Nathan Porter, joined virtually from Washington. Meanwhile, Azhar added that the PTI team included him, Imran, Shah Mahmood Qureshi, Shaukat Tareen, Umar Ayub Khan, Sania Nishtar, Shibli Faraz, Taimur Jakra and Muzammil Aslam. Hamad Azhar further stated that the PTI considered political stability and the rule of law as integral to the economic stability of Pakistan. In addition to the PTI, an IMF team also met PPP today. Commerce Minister and PPP leader Naveed Qamar said earlier today that the IMF resident representative called on the party's finance team, comprising himself and Salim Manbiwala, to discuss the standby agreement. At least 50 people, including 8 children, have been killed by floods and landslides triggered by monsoon rains that have lashed Pakistan since last month. According to an NDMA report, the majority of the deaths were in Punjab and were mainly due to electrocution and building collapses. Officials in Lahore said it had received record-breaking rainfall on Wednesday, turning roads into rivers and leaving almost 35% without electricity and water last week. The meteorological department had predicted more heavy rainfall nationwide in the days ahead and warned of potential flooding in the catchment areas of Punjab's major rivers.